Peace World, and welcome to a special conversation for the Sportster. My name is Adam Bernard. Thank you so much for joining me again today. My guest is the leader of the Wyatt Sicks as Uncle Howdy, and here today to discuss the horrors of the Wyatt Sicks, which is the haunted attraction at Universal Studios this season at their Halloween Horror Nights. Bo Dallas. Bo, thank you so much for joining me. It's an honor and a privilege to talk to you.
Thank you very much, and I appreciate you having me.
But we're here to talk about all things Halloween Horror Nights. So I want to just start at the beginning. Tell me about when you first became aware of this concept, and then what were your thoughts leading into it?
When I was first presented what might happen was mind-blowing because taking a step back in 2009 and 10, when me and Wyndham, my brother, were in developmental, just driving around in the Florida towns, we'd see the Halloween Horror Nights billboards, and he'd say, "I'm going to have a haunted house one day." And this is long before he ever developed the Bray Wyatt character or anything in the horror genre as a character. That was one of his in-game dreams, like something he always wanted to do. We always loved Halloween Horror Nights, and we'd make it there every year, no matter what. But when I finally hearing that this might be a possibility and then it coming true and being able to work with the team at Universal, it has been mind blowing on its own. Just the opportunity to do this, but not only that, the team at Universal has been unreal. They're not only fans of the WWE, they loved my brother and everything that he did and stood for. And the level of detail and love that went into this is unmatched. You're gonna have to go through the house a hundred times just to see all the details and the Easter eggs left. It's crazy, and I haven't I haven't been able to go through it in person since it's opened. Unfortunately, I'm waiting for a day off so I can make it down there. I'm dying to get to it, but I was able to go through a VR and just like I said, the detail that I don't want to give stuff away, but it's unbelievable, and you could tell it's going to be emotional ride. I'm sure you're going to be terrified at points, and it might be heartbreaking at points, and like it's a wild ride, and it's been really cool to just have the chance to have this opportunity.
Now, Michael Aiello played a major part in this development as well. Tell me about that process working with him in the creation of the haunted attraction and the impact his championing of, not just the Wyatt Six, but also your brother had on you.
Mike has been awesome. He's the man, and like I said, this was one of my brother's dreams. So throughout the years, Wyndham had reached out to Mike to try to get this happen and to make this work, and it didn't work over the years. And whenever I finally got the opportunity when this was happening to meet Mike and see his level of love for the WWE and the horror genre itself, like he's been amazing to work with, and he's let me have my input where I can, but just to see what they've created, they took my brother's ideas and didn't change them, but twist them and made them bigger and more light and love. And like nothing is outside of what my brother would have want done. They just took something that was his idea and like turned it into something that they can present. And it's been unbelievable. And I couldn't ask for a better team at Universal. They've been awesome.
Now, also, too, like I said, shouting out our friends in Pittsburgh at the 10th Ward Barbershop. Another Pittsburgh great, Jason Baker, also another mutual friend, has been such a major part of the story with Bray Wyatt, with the Wyatt Six. And seeing all these creations he's had come to life with you guys has been pretty remarkable. Having him along for this journey with this new Wyatt chapter has been pretty visually stunning. What has that collaboration been like between you and Jason with telling the Wyatt Six story?
I love Jason. He's a brother. He's been there from the beginning of this, and to have his input and to have him on the road and all the amazing things that he can do, this wouldn't have been able to happen without him. Like the level of detail, he's a world-renowned movie artist and does amazing things. And there was a point after losing my brother, I didn't know if I wanted or could carry this on. And if I didn't have Jason Baker, Rob Fee, Triple H giving me the opportunity to tell the stories the way they needed to be told to keep my brother's legacy alive, I wouldn't have been able to do it. But because I had such an amazing team that I got to work with, it's grown into this is the closest I can be to my brother. With every step that I take in this journey, he's right there with me. And that's how I get through each day. This is my life now. I'm doing this for my brother, and he's there with me. and it's people like Jason Baker, Rob Fee, and Hunter that have gotten me to where I'm at right now and able to uh, turn the juices into something to be able to do this.
Mhm.
It was hard, but now it makes me thrive, and it's what I look forward to each day.
One of my favorite parts about this entire experience, as someone who just loves the Wyatt universe and everything that you guys do, and the stories, is this representation that's becoming, intertwined with the larger push by WWE. What do you think it is about the Bray Wyatt character, the Bray Wyatt universe, the Wyatt Six, that speaks to the general masses the way that it has?
I don't know if I can pinpoint an exact thing, but I know it's different. It is. I've been wrestling with the company for 18 years now, and the reaction from fans, it's not anything that I've ever seen before. It was always great. The WWE universe has always been great to me, and anybody I've met on a personal level has been great. But after the original vignettes and then the debut and meeting people outside in the real world that has seen this, it's like we're on this journey together. This is, like I said, this is what keeps me go. This is my baby, and this is what keeps me moving forward. But it's not only my baby. This is our baby. This is the WWE universe, and this is what they wanted, and they don't want Bray's legacy gone as much as I don't. And I think people can feel the realism, and they know that I'm telling the truth, and they can see it and feel it whenever I'm talking, that I'm not just saying this because for whatever reason, this is what keeps me going. This is what's keeping me alive. And I feel like people can can resonate with that. And that's the reactions I get. Like I said, it's different. Like people come up and say, "Great job," whatever. But now people will come up and just shake my hand with tears in their eyes, and I'll give them a hug. And I know what that means. Maybe they've lost someone, and this is helping them work through that. It's been an unbelievable experience, and I think people can just feel our real goals in this, and what this is something to keep my brother's legacy alive.
Now, I know that you and Bray have both previously been outspoken about your love of the horror genre. So I'm curious. I have a specific question for you, sir. It's a Friday night in October. Fire's going. You got everything set up. You're ready to put on your favorite scary movie. What is Bo Dallas's horror film of choice?
Favorite scary story. Well, what's weird is like I'm already planning on watching the People Under the Stairs this week, so like I'm really looking forward to that. But I can't say that that's my overall favorite horror film. If I had to pick one, I'd probably say It. And
Ooh.
I go back and forth between I like watching the older one, the
Mm.
made for TV series. I've read the book, and I watched the new one too. But like just the character itself, like I'm intrigued by demonic forces, that anything demonic or paranormal or anything like that really is my fear trigger, and
Mm.
that's what I look forward. And like in It, like it's a clown, but like it's a demon. But what is, like, so that
What
really
the hell is
intrigues
this?
me.
Yeah.
So anything like that, those are
Yeah.
my favorite type of stories.
That's
I love
awesome.
werewolves too,
Yeah.
but we need really good werewolf movies soon.
I remember reading it for the first time and being up for probably 24 hours afterwards. So I will be there with you in spirit, sir, but I'll be a hard pass for me on that one. But the Wyatt Six, obviously, you're holding WWE Gold with the tag team championships right now, and the stories that you tell are very compelling. The Raw debut, obviously, last year was just absolutely phenomenal. But the TLC match at SummerSlam, I was there live. I got a chance to watch it. Loved seeing you guys get the big win. Tell me about the experience working with, Joe Gacy, Dexter Loomis, obviously Eric Rowan, and Nikki Cross, and seeing them help bring this world to life. What's that experience been like for you?
It's been awesome. To start this, we got together on under unfortunate situation, losing my brother, but they were all handpicked by my brother, and if he was to carry on, they'd be a part of this as well right now too. So to come out of losing him and then forming this team and getting together, I knew some of them, not super close yet, but like to all start, everybody was just as grateful and honored to be a part of this as I was. And we had one goal above all, is to keep my brother's legacy alive. And to all be a part of that group that has that same goal and to grow over this past year and a half. We've gotten very close, and we're all coming into our own more and more each time we put on that mask. It's no longer characters. It's becoming us, and we're feeling it, and it's growing every single day. And they're just as enthusiastic about getting what we need to get done. So like it's been a really amazing experience, and they've all been unbelievable from top to bottom. I couldn't ask for a better group, and I love them, and we're gonna continue to kill it.
Now, I'd be remiss not to ask this question because we're coming up towards the end of this. But what of, at least in my personal opinion, one of Bray's most exciting opponents in his career was John Cena. I just adore the Firefly Funhouse match from WrestleMania 36. It's honestly one of my favorite pieces of wrestling content of all time. I find myself revisiting it very frequently. Is it possible we see Uncle Howdy straighten up any unfinished business with John Cena before his run is up? I mean, I feel like, maybe there's a little bit more on that. What do you think?
I think never say never, and there's always a possibility. I'd say just keep watching, and there's a lot of big stuff that the Wyatt Six is going to be getting done really soon.
I cannot wait, sir. How excited do you think? My last question again. Thank you so much for your time. I'm just enjoying this conversation so much. Um, how excited do you think Bray would be to see this come to life? And what's one thing? Obviously, I don't give any spoilers away, but I know there's a lot. You've mentioned, that there's a lot of Easter eggs about Bray and the Wyatts and everything in the house. What's one thing you want new visitors or potentially new fans of the Wyatt universe to learn and know about your brother?
Well, first off, Wyndham would be over the moon about all of this. I talk to him every day about it. I can't believe I'm doing this without you, man. And this is one of his dreams, and I know he's looking down, smiling right now, and loving every second of it. I really do. And something, um, I guess I can tell you something a little bit about the house. The Fiend will be there, and you will see the Fiend. So I think that's a really cool Easter egg type thing, but it's not giving too much away. I'm not saying too much, but Wyndham in his career, if this is saying something I think that not a lot of people would know, you would think he loves these evil or demonic or terrible things, but it's almost the exact opposite with all the stories that he's telling, that like all of us have this beast in us. All of us have this evil in us, and this is him fighting it. And he was a God-fearing man, and that's the story that he tells. It's easy to look at the feed and say, "What is this guy?" Almost like a monster Marilyn Manson, but to look deeper into each of these characters and listen to the story that's being told, because it's more meaningful than I'd say a regular wrestling storyline or regular wrestling character would be. There's a lot that goes into it, and everything that he did had more meaning, and that's what I try to do every single day. So I'd say look into the character and what they're saying, and not just stop at uh, the forefront. Like dive deeper, because there's a lot there.
I want to thank you again for your time, and I always believe in giving folks their flowers when I have the opportunity. My oldest son James is one of your probably your biggest fans in the world, and I got a chance to tell Wyndham how much we enjoyed sharing those Fiend moments and those matches, and we got a chance to watch the Wyatt Six debut together, and he was just over the moon. Just loves you guys and your brother. So I want to say thank you for helping me and my son get closer with all of the scary stuff you guys do. I really appreciate it, but. The Horrors of the Wyatt Six Haunted Attraction is now open at both Universal Studios Orlando and Universal Studios Hollywood now through November 2nd. I will be down there on September 20th getting the bloody hell scared out of me, and I can't wait. Get your tickets now. Bo Dallas, thank you so much for your time, sir. I greatly appreciate it.
Thank you very much, and tell your son I said hi.
I will. Absolutely will.